Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin update for Monday 10 of October. We're looking at Bitcoin right now trading at $19,290, which is a little bit of a problem. I do see some stress in the market right now. People do not know what to do. A lot of traders are confused like, is this the bottom or not? It's actually quite exhausting, but we have 3 more days for the CPI report. Previously, I thought it was the Fed meeting. The Fed meeting is in November, my bad. But by 13th of October, we have the CPI report. So that's basically going to definitely make an effect in the market because, it's going to influence the whole market, and we have to be very, very careful how the report is going to come out down the road as well. So right now at the moment you can see that Bitcoin, the main troublemaker as well, as always out there. We had this doji, and you do know I talked about doji a lot of times and for many years that dojis are just decisive candlestick to move higher or move lower. That's how the rules are, not me. People say that, oh, your analysis, you talk about 50-50 move high or low. It's not me. The candlestick itself was always designed. If you go and actually if you stress a little bit and try to just go to Google and try to learn how to trade, you're going to actually understand that dojis are meant to be decisive, and it's not me who is saying 50-50. All right, so the books say that, the rules say that, not me. I'm not the one who created all this thing. So the thing is that you're moving sideways. It's almost like you're making that continuation pattern right over here, and we could be looking for the next technical target for Bitcoin to move from there to there. And we could be looking for the low here down at 18,438. Now it's been a while. People are confused. With every green candle, everyone tries to flip bullish. With every red candle, everyone tries to flip bearish. We do have a lot of massive resistance people don't want to pay attention to, and this is the that's the first resistance right over there, second resistance right over here, third resistance right over there. People on Twitter are trying to be bullish, and some of them are just lying. Some of them, I don't even like how they making their prediction, which looks quite wrong to me as well. And people are just loving it because they're saying it's because people just want to hear that everything is bullish. They don't want to hear that it's bearish. No one is talking about resistance and support. This is a support, which is now actually resistance right over here. And that was a very big wall, by the way. Just look how this was your previous support right over there, and you have this resistance right over here. You exactly just went up there, and it's like you're really meeting a very big problem right here. Now, if you had a mini pump, that could actually be up to $19,738. And then get rejected here and then drop to the downside. I'm not bullish at Bitcoin at all, unless we don't actually have Bitcoin to make some amazing crossovers on the weekly. We have some amazing crossovers on the daily. It's gonna take time. Even if it's gonna be bullish, it's gonna take time, and you're gonna have the time to enter Bitcoin when it becomes bullish. It's not that like it's gonna go all the way to $100,000 and you're gonna be left behind. No. What happens? What you want to see for Bitcoin? Number one is the following. You want to actually see Bitcoin just make that green candle. If he wants to make that green candle, have a volume, have aggressive buyers stepping in, the EMAs start to cross once again. And I talked about this in detail. The EMAs cross the 10, the 55, the blue, the red, and the yellow, and then they cross one another, back test, and they have a healthy move, breaks, start to make new higher highs, higher highs and higher lows. And then from there, suddenly you're going to actually flip a little bit, and you're going to break the downtrend completely. You're going to have the bullish cross. You're going to have the weekly turning over once again. The volume is going to be good once again, and you're going to be breaking out of all this massive resistance that you have right over here. Even if this was supposed to be a double bottom here, the people are talking about that's potentially a double bottom. Amazing. If it's a double bottom, amazing. Okay, come up here, back test this one, and then we're moving up to $34,000. Yes, you might miss this move. You might miss 30%, but the thing is that you missed that one to get that 60 and 100%. Okay, not every trade is going to be your trade, but you're going to have the opportunity to actually trade that bullish cross and move up, just like you could have saw the bearish cross right over here back in the days, and we made that ugly bear cross right over there, and ever since, boom, to the downside. So what I mean to say is just this example right here. You see, you could have missed 15%, but after confirming that bear cross, look how much you can get out of it. Okay, like 60% of that move. So you're always going to get time to enter the market, and if anything happens, just another example is right over here. Okay, had that bearish cross, move to the upside. And this is the exact scenario that I want to see. Okay, you break above it, make that bullish cross, come down, backtest the EMAs and the bullish cross, and then make a confirmation, and boom, right all the way up. That's the swing that you're gonna see. You're gonna miss this massive move, but you're gonna actually get a lot of that move to the upside later on in the future. So I'm not really bothered with anything, okay? Neither should you be bothered. If it's gonna be bullish and it's gonna be flipping bullish, yes, we're going to miss some of that pump. But then again, later on, we're here for the updates. We're going to talk about the whole scenario of what Bitcoin is going to do in the future. But I'm still, troubled. And the trouble is in the monthly, okay? Before we talk about the lower time frames and whatnot, you must do, you have to analyze. You have to scan the market. That's the importance of scanning the market. You have to look at the west, you have to look at the north, you have to look at the east. Right over there, is the east here, the west there? I don't even remember anymore if the east and the west. I'm doing a mistake. And then you have the south. I do remember the north and the south, but I don't remember the west and the east. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But you have to scan all over the place, starting in from the monthly, and then you actually try to drop down into the lower time frames. Is the monthly traffic done? No. The road has a lot of traffic. The traffic is still jammed, okay? The road is not clear. I don't know why people still are bullish on it. And all I see is nearly a wave theory. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're looking for that fifth wave. That could be the end of it. And then from here, boom, bottom out, make an A, B, crash down once again, and then move to the upside. So to me, that's the only logical explanation I have. You had the double top right over there. You broke out of the double top. You came down, met the technical target of the $17,000. But unfortunately, just like this bear flag, people were ignoring the bear flag because of 2 green months. They didn't understand, and then boom, we pushed to the downside again. Okay, this one, 3 black rows, no one is actually paying attention. Why do people ignore this and don't talk about it is way beyond my understanding. And the thing is that you do have this one thing right over here, which is a very, very like a picture perfect bear flag. And look at that. You do have that support number 1, support number 2, support number 3. On a monthly, you're confirming like September close below it. Okay, we have a chance with October. Can it actually push back up like this? It could. That's where we're going to miss the move, and we're going to actually try to see if it makes some bullish cross. Another thing to talk about is the EMA. The monthly EMA in 7 years has never gone below the 55 EMA on the monthly. You have the death cross already right over here on the monthly, and it seems like it's just the starting and the beginning of a big downfall. It's not even in the end of the downfall that you're making the bear cross. It's just started. It just started, and it seems like this EMA is going to push down like this and take the whole market to some new lows, and then that's where you're going to be bottoming out until you don't move to the upside. So market sentiments on the monthly time frame to begin with doesn't allow you to speak about a bull run anytime soon at the moment. And this low, I don't think they're just going to give you, even if you had to go for an upride, even if you go up here, do you think the market maker is going to actually let you win? And he's building up his position. That's the only thing that I understand. And he's not going to let you win so easily. At least he's going to take that low, maybe a wick, and then move up. Okay, they're going to actually have to liquidate before going to the upside. So pay attention to all these small details. A lot of altcoins, yeah, some of them are actually looking pretty good, but a lot of them are still looking to go down with Bitcoin. Down to the new lows. And let's see if we actually do come down here. I'm really, really hoping, my fingers are actually crossed. But let me tell you one thing. The good thing about it is, I told you before, we're down 70% for Bitcoin, okay? I'm 50% invested into Bitcoin with this dip, and I'm looking for dollar cost average, maybe down at 14, 15,000, maybe down at 8,000 again. And then from there, whatever happens, man. I do have spare money that I'm ready to lose. You guys should understand that investment is just something you invest to, and you're ready to lose all of your money. You never know about Bitcoin. You never know if Bitcoin goes to death. It can actually go to death. Who knows? No guarantees at all. And that's pretty much it for this Bitcoin update at the moment. If you want to learn more, you can check out my trading course as well. And I'm going to see you in the next one. I love you.